Hi, this is Colette from Soul Life Loving. Following on from yesterday's, then the dream thing of being in this like holding room until I became indifferent to feeling compelled to connect to people. This is a very, very old thing that goes back 60 odd years to when I first realised that, you know, when I went to school, that there was actually communities of children that grouped together for various reasons, and I didn't fit in with any of them, except I was really sportily. And that allowed me in, but not as a friend, just because I would tip the team balance and we would win. And I felt indifferent, so I moved on. I moved to, astrally speaking, to forestry areas and liquid healing pools and the like. And I was thinking, and I asked the other night my guides, like, can you show me the dreams that are happening next? Because if there's something I haven't fixed from the previous dream message, then I'll keep having that dream message and it won't lessen. It will just get more vivid or vivider. And it's hard work because I have to fall asleep knowing that that's coming. I don't know what's coming. It's not like they go, I'm just going to give you a script. No, I'm just going to drop it on you in the midst of it all. Thank you. Spiritual journeying is not for sissies. I don't know, that's kind of one of those words that are, but I mean it in the sense of cowardly. That's what I mean it as. Cowardly. Of course you can be a coward, but you just don't learn anything. So anyway, here we are. So last night I asked, just show me, because I need, you know, if I'm missing a point somewhere, I need to know. So here we are, the morning after the dream, and in between this, for the last sort of 3 days, I found this YouTube channel, and it's called Kenise Brennan or Brennan. I need to check, but I can't check. I tried to remember it. I should have written it down, idiot, but I didn't. And I can't remember his last name, but I will put it in when I post this. I'll put it in there. But he lives on a narrow boat, but he's bought this Dutch barge, knackered Dutch barge, but seaworthy, just, and he's stripping it out. And I went back to these oldest videos, which is like 4 years ago, and I've been following them because I find it fascinating when somebody literally takes something and takes the guts out, and he's doing this on his Todd. So it's so interesting and so fascinating, and also he's got a lovely brogue, tonal language of his country, which is Ireland, and so it's very soft and it's gentle, and so it goes very well with all this hammering and banging and chiseling that's been going on, and he's just ripped it out. And he's, you know, and tracking down the leaks and finding these tiny little pinprick holes that are dripping water that will wreck the boat, the ship, the barge, if they don't get fixed. Because when you start panelling out inside, they get hidden and they just do loads of damage, especially if it goes back into the sea, anywhere like that, because the salt just devastates metal. So excuse me, my nose. We've just gone into the shed It's not quite warmed up yet, so my nose is a bit drippy. Ignore that bit. And he's hand scraping with sharpened chisels. Just all the rivets. And this is like a 100-year-old ship, at least. I can't remember the date when it was actually put into the water. That's its birthday. But it's at least 100 years old. And it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. It's a flat bottom, proper barge, flat bottom. Great. Wider than a narrowboat. I don't know if it will go through all the locks. You know, like a wide beam. I don't know if you know about these boats. If you've got a wide beam, you can only get it through certain places. I can't remember how wide he said it was. I need to take notes. But it's flat bottom, so it's a shallow draft. It's not, you know, it's so it's really good. But there has to be a certain width, because you know, some of the canals, they're kind of silty, and the silt's built up at the side where the, you know, force of the engine passing shoves it all there, and so it creates like a shelf. So I'm digressing, because it's fascinating finding a channel that really sparks your interest on the inside, and clearing all these gubbins out. Gubbins means inner crap. So I've been fascinated, and then because I've been watching it quite a lot, it triggered the dreams. And when I woke up, the first thing that went into my head in the morning was, oh my God, this is what I'm doing spiritually. This is what I'm doing on the inside of me. I'm doing that. I'm taking everything out, because I'm on this new timeline, and I've cleared that one. That one will run forever, for as long as possible, without any hindrances, because of everything I've been through with it. And it's clean, and it's cleared, and it's there, and I'm on this path now. But I am an old ship, or an old flat-bottomed barge, literally flat-bottomed. And I'm clearing out. So when I was talking about, you know, clearing like narcissistic tendency people out of my sphere, because they're not good for me. They just use people, and I'm worn out from being used. So I'm clearing all this debris and built up crap and bodge jobs and shitty wood attached to another shitty bit of wood with nails and no glue, no screws, no proper weatherproof ones, rotty screws that have held things into place, knackered nails, bent, unfinished wood. And one of the things he was doing when he was clearing that out, he was cutting it all down into nice bite-sized little pieces and lobbing it on the burner being a fire, inside something, a wood burner. That's it, a wood burner. Get your words right, Colin. Fuck me. Oh, the burner. And I thought, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I mean, I don't chuck my debris on a burner, because I don't have one. But metaphorically speaking, I take that debris and I put it in a spiritual recycling bin, and I send it bin. Nasty thought, bit of shitty hardware, bin. And then eventually I go to the bin and I take it out, and I open the air door, and I stick it in there, and I shut the air door, and it's an air vacuum, and it fires this debris, and I say, magic rainbow fairy dust for the collective. of love, please. And then I hit the big red button and the air vent shoots it out and it splatters all over the planet and it just descends in magic fairy rainbow love dust over the planet to reach as many little cracks and crevices where it can spread its goodness as possible. And that's my thing. So that's how I get rid of my debris. It goes in the spiritual recycling bin, where it's alchemized into the best possible substance. And I was looking at it, and inside it, because he's, oh God, this man has worked like a dog. I don't like to abuse the dog's name, but you know, if you can imagine that this guy is a sheepdog and he's herding like 10,000 sheep on his Todd, no man, no whistle, herding 10,000 sheep through a narrow gate into a field that's full of wonderful, lovely grass, and you know, it's been turned over because somebody's grown a crop of turnips in there, and it's vibrant grass that's come up out of it, and it's lush, and oh, they'll love it. They will love it because this is a brand new massive field, and it's been returned to super healthy grass for these sheepies. And so he's like this sheepdog, and he's got 10,000 sheep, and he's going to herd them through this narrow gap. He is the sheepdog. So I love his channel. If you like that sort of thing, it's absolutely fascinating. And so he's now at the point where he's chiseled everything away, and he's red oxided everything. And this guy has ripped out the flooring, he's just taken off the ceiling, he's outside taking off the roof so he can gain a bit more height, then he doesn't keep banging his head under the beams, and they're iron, bloody hurt, or steel, and still hurt. And I thought, yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing when I'm wondering what the bloody hell I'm doing in these dreams, and am I seeing everything, and am I getting it right, and am I following the right path, and I don't know what I'm doing because it's all new. That's what I'm doing. So I'm going to put his link on here. I'm also going to put Pure Raza because her guided meditations are spot on, and I'm going to stomach bubbly, always want to say. And I'm going to put at Scorched Earth link on because she's a very good intuitive tarot reader, but her perspective, her knowledge perspective on life is great. Thank you very much for that, Carrie. And Andy, 13 Moon Tarot, who equally, and he's probably half my age, but her perspective on life patterns and people, and you know, giving you enough information for you to find your way if you're stuck through things. Just recognizing that, oh my God, I do that, or that's been happening to me, and there's an alternative. Somebody's giving you alternative information that you can add to your own knowledge base to find your way out if you're stuck. Fabulous advice. So I want to include all that. Right, so I'm going now. 13:33 on the clock. Bye. Thank you.